Can your level of international travel experience or multicultural experiences actually have an effect on your marketability and your career?
Yeah. It's funny you brought up the word travel and live abroad. And so I've done a lot of work. I've done over 10 years of experiments and research and longitudinal studies looking at how foreign experiences impact people. And one of the key things is that we found that living abroad predicts creativity, but traveling abroad doesn't. And so you might ask yourself, why would that be? You're getting exposed to foreign cultures. And it's because when you live abroad, you're more likely to really integrate and adapt to the local culture. And I'll just tell you about, I think my favorite study that we did with this is we took every fashion house in the world, major fashion house. That means they presented their lines in the fall and spring in Milan and London, Paris and New York. And we took these major fashion houses all over the world, and we looked at over 22 seasons, so 11 years, and we looked at the foreign experience of the creative directors. And what we found is that when a creative director of a fashion house had spent time working abroad, the entire fashion house became more creative. And that makes sense because the creative director is the one in charge of the fashion line. What was the really key variable was not how many countries they went to, but was how long they had lived abroad. And so again, getting back to this travel versus living, going to lots of countries wasn't sort of as successful as going to one country and spending more time there.
Does this have to do with the brain changes that happen when you immerse into something new or learn?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of neurological
things?
evidence. For example, one of my favorite ones is they looked at the neurological patterns of taxi drivers who were driving familiar routes or new routes. And you could see these really sort of changes as they learn the new route and it becomes sort of embedded in the memory. And because of, I think, those memories and those neurological changes, then when you, let's say, you grew up in America and then you end up going, let's say, to France, and then you come back to America, you're able to integrate those experiences of France back into seeing new ways of conceptualizing the world and new ways of offering new ideas, yeah.
So you literally see things differently.
Yeah, you literally see things differently, yeah.